Alright, I'm going to show you how to take apart a Jacobs chuck in case it's damaged, or in my case, this one was in a flood and it was horribly rusty. I already disassembled it and cleaned it, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. If the jaws are damaged, usually they're damaged on the inside, right in here. These pieces will be all flattened or wrecked from someone doing something the wrong way. And if you hold a drill bit and you want to drill something accurate, you'll have a lot of run out. So you can take these out and order new ones from Jacobs just by taking down the chuck number. There's a model number here, number 34, I guess this one is. And you can replace those. The most important part is some of the jaws are numbered. You'll see a stamp number 1 somewhere on the jaw. You have to look around for it. I think only 2 of these were numbered. But it doesn't matter. You could either scribe a number or use a marker. As long as you have them, let's say you could do this as 1, 2, and 3. Or 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't matter. As long as the order is correct, and it doesn't matter which hole they go in, as long as they're 1, 2, and 3. So now how to take it apart is we're going to press it. You should be a press. I'm going to do it the wrong way, using a vise and a block of wood and a hammer. But you should. It's got to be pressed out. Here's the edge you want to press it out from this center case. Then there's a nut that is cracked in half from the factory so that they could put it on. There's a nut in there that's going to fall off, and everything is going to fall apart usually. So except for the jaws, they have to come out. So I'll rest it on the lip, and with a block of wood and a hammer, I'll tap them. You don't want to have these all the way down. Can you even say it? What the hell? Let's go up a little bit more. You don't want to have the jaws all the way down because then they stick out into the body. So as you're driving it out, they might catch on the body and damage them if you're trying to keep them. So here's a quick way of getting it out, hopefully. Okay, that seems to have done it. Okay, so here's the body, and put that aside. And here's that split nut. They make the nut, they grind it, I guess, and then they crack it in half. That way they can fit everything on. Otherwise, if they built it, it would never go into that slot. If it was a perfect circle, sealed, you know. So this will go together like that. So if they made a nut, it would never go on. So they make it, crack it, and then it fits right in. And actually, you can kind of see how, just by turning it, oh, it hurts. All right, so we'll put this on the side. And taking the jaws out, just pry them out like this. One at a time, I guess. Maybe you can use like a punch, you know, and drive them out like that. They're a little stuck, but I used some grease on it, so now my hands are all messed up. The end result is, basically, this is it. You just knock them out, and that's that. And then when you put them in, like I said, you really don't want to hit them with a hammer, but that one twisted a little bit. And then, I hate taking them apart because I get all dirty with my hands. Let's see. This is a quick, just showing you quickly. Let's see if this is the right way, you know. So I like to have them all seated in the general area. Let's see if this is it. Nope. And then just align them enough that the nut catches. You'll see. This one's a little stuff. I had a little too much rust on mine. So I'm not doing anything with precision, so that's closed. And then to put it back on, I'm going to do it like this. And then we're going to have to, from here, now remember, you don't want them all the way flush like that when we're doing it because they stick out. So we could probably do that. And I'm going to rest it on here on the vise. And then, let's see. Even my vise was in the flood. It was ruined. Salt water gets everything. So now I'm just going to drive it right into place. And that's how you take one apart. And I put a little bit of grease on this. Very little bit. I didn't go bananas. I just don't like them on my fingers. And there you go. Now, if there's run out and you do change the joint, I mean, to fix run out could be you could have a bent spindle in your quill of the drill press. The another thing it could be is the way your chuck seats onto the spindle. If it's not sitting right, it could be dirty. The end of the spindle could be bent. Then you'll have a little bit of run out. So you'll have a little bit here, but by here it'll be a lot. So you have to check to see what's. You can't just go ordering things because you think you have run out or changing this. You find out what it is. But run out's a totally different problem. I thought I had a run out problem in my drill press. It just wasn't seated, so I took a block of wood. I hit the chuck up in the air like this, seated it better, and I had no more run out. It was like almost perfect. So hopefully it's a quick video that just shows you how to take one of these apart real quick. Like I said, you could use a press. It's easier. Just put some stack up. So I used lathe bits, and I stacked them up and just pushed it right out. That was my wedge. So, all right. Hope this helps somebody.